Let off an inning and come back when there's no outs in an inning?
No, I think that's probably first time that I can think of. But it was cool. Like everybody was seeing the ball and getting on base and doing what they need to do. So it was cool.
It was 2-1 when you let off with that walk. I mean, at the time, how big did you feel like that was to maybe just trying to get that leadoff run in and tie the game?
Yeah, I think it was huge. Obviously, as a guy, you leadoff guy, being the next inning is like you want to get on. You want to help your team out and get on any way you can. I think drawing that walk was huge and be able to get us going and obviously score a lot of runs.
I think the last time we talked to you in here was after the home run you hit against Mississippi State, and you talked about how you had flattened your swing out a little bit in that week leading up to that game. What have the last couple of weeks been like? And like not only having that moment, but then being able to capitalize on it and build on it.
It was good. I mean, obviously, one thing that I did do a couple of days ago was got on the win reality. And for me, it got me right. I mean, just seeing a bunch of pitches, a bunch of off speed, a bunch of fastballs, be able to do that. I did that for the first time, and it was cool to do. And I feel like that helped me a lot. But also just flying out my swing was huge. And I think just not being so uphill was big for me. And I think obviously it's got me going.
Tye, had to feel pretty good. Debut, getting 3 strikeouts. I wonder how. Just what did you feel like went well for you tonight?
I feel like my fastball was working. Coming in, throwing a first pitch off speed was huge. From the get-go, as soon as they told me I was going into the 7th, I knew I had to go. I had to get things rolling. And going from the first pitch in the bullpen, I knew it was going to be good.
Last week, I think you got up against Northern Colorado, and then they ended up run rolling them, and you got left in the bullpen. How disappointing was that in that moment? And did the bullpen feel any different last week versus this week?
No, me personally, I feel like God has a plan for everything, and I guess that wasn't my moment to go in. I've been praying religiously about it and just asking him to take me down his path, not mine. So I feel like tonight was my chance to go.
I know you're on some sort of throwing program back in January. What exactly happened? What was the injury and when?
I had a minor strain in my UCL as soon as I stepped on campus, and we ended up doing PRP on it. And started to feel better towards January. I was throwing the ball hard, and then all of a sudden it started just kind of coming back a little bit. And then all of a sudden I just kept praying about it. And 2 days later, after I took 2 days off, 2 days later, it just was like a miracle. Like it just stopped hurting, throwing the ball as hard as I can, no pain. So it felt great.
Carter, they said your teammates were getting on you a little bit for not hitting a home run the first time.
Yeah, they were getting on me.
You got all
a
of it
little
the second
bit.
time.
Had to do some push-ups after that first AB, but yeah, I got the second one though, so felt really good.
What did you see on those 2 pitches?
They're just fastballs. I was going to get my best swing off and ran to the barrel, and I mean, just be a hitter.
Coach Van Horn said before the game, he said that when you came in against South Carolina, he thought that was maybe your most disappointing at bat you've had this year. How eager were you to get back into the game and have a good swing?
Yeah, I've been a little pissed off since that AB. That wasn't me, and I know that. But I mean, every day I've been working the cage, and really have to trust your work and trust the Lord.
You probably heard me ask him, but about how competitive your at-bats typically are. What is the key to that?
Really just it's all approach, getting my pitch. I work on plate discipline a lot, seeing pitches, seeing them low, seeing the ball up. Really it's just getting my pitch and hitting hard.
TJ, their starter, Pennell, I think is how you say his last name, it seemed like he kind of had you guys off balance there for maybe the first time and a half through the lineup. What was he doing well, and what was the key to turning it around against him?
I think he just kind of just staying away on us, lefties and righties, and trying to just paint the corners. So I think we were just chasing his stuff, and I think obviously when we got through the first half of our lineup, I think we just made an adjustment and made sure we just stayed disciplined and on our approach and on our zone, and obviously it showed the next few innings.
You guys have been part of this now a couple of times in the last 4 games because it felt like that 5th inning tonight was a lot like the 4th inning against South Carolina the other night. How much capability do you think the offense has once it gets rolling?
Oh, I think it's huge. I think we'll have the best offense team in the country when we can get rolling. I think it showed today. I think when we're obviously just hunting our pitch and hunting our zone, and like I said, being disciplined in our approach, I think we can beat anybody. So I think that's huge.
I wonder, just being in the dugout or being out on the field, how different did it feel where you go out and it's 2-1, and then all of a sudden the next time you come out it's 11-2?
It was cool. I mean, I was obviously getting more IBs and getting a chance to do damage again. So I think it's just cool to see everybody get rolling and get their knocks and get on base. So it was cool.
Is there something when you come up to the plate and like the first 8 guys and then 9 guys and then 10 guys have gotten on base, and like you don't want to be the guy who has the first out?
Right. I sometimes you think that, but I think obviously you just want to get the guy in, get the next guy in, and get the next guy up behind you. So I think we had that mentality today, and it took care of itself.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.